Amethyst here.
Hey guys, Moonstone here, and we're coming to you from the Sage and Crystal's kitchen.
Today, we'll be showing you ways to celebrate the summer solstice through food and refreshment.
On our menu, we have a robust, refreshing veggie platter as an appetizer, grilled salmon, and a simple spaghetti dish as an entree, and for dessert, we have a key lime tart.
OMG Moonstone. That made my mouth water. And we can't forget to add this fabulous lavender lime mojito cocktail to help round out your dining experience.
So, Amethyst, what is a summer solstice?
Well, scientifically, the summer solstice is when the sun travels the longest path through the sky, and that specific day has the most daylight. Also, the summer solstice represents the transition from action to nourishment, which is exactly what the sun gives us during the long nights of summer, both to our actual crops, but also to the continual journey we travel from darkness to light. When talking about traveling from darkness to light, this could have something to do with a spiritual walk, an experience that you're going through, or whatever resonates with you during this time.
What a great way to explain the summer solstice! Following the beginning of harvest season, a great place to pick up vegetables is at your local farmer's market around the grid. There are a plethora of creators that create beautifully meshed produce for us to enjoy.
When hosting a summer solstice party, there are a few things to keep in mind. First, be thoughtful and intuitive about your menu. So, for example, take into consideration dietary issues for your guests, finding meals that suit the season, and keep in mind, simple is always better.
hmm Secondly, create a party theme. For example, having a dress up theme will allow your guests to immerse themselves into the party as well as tapping into their inner child. Also, setting up invitations that are in alignment with the theme will get your guests excited to celebrate. Lastly,
Yeah.
choosing your location wisely is vital to having a well rounded summer solstice party. In Sage and Crystal's magazine, we actually have an article presenting different outdoor dining ideas you can try out. The link is in the description below.
And don't forget to add flowers to your centerpiece because they are artful and decorative for social events. Flowers are decorative arrangements that can uplift the ambiance of the space, and they smell great too.
You can also create a groovy summer playlist that will get your guests off their feet and onto the dance floor.
Lastly, entertain your guests with games. There are creators throughout the grid that make different types of group games. If you want to know what we enjoy playing, feel free to reach out to us through Sage and Crystal's Facebook page. Our link is in the description box below. Moonstone, what rituals do you have to celebrate summer solstice?
Well, Amethyst, I can't say I have a big extravaganza to celebrate the summer solstice, but that's because the summer solstice for me is more of an internal shift rather than external. Although, I will participate with friends and family in celebrating the wonderful season that will come. I do feel like a lot of the time and over the past few years, it's more so myself raising awareness about what I've went through and what I am going towards. Meaning, in the winter months, I feel like for, nature, for the natural world, it's all about hibernation and shadow and really just tuning into yourself. And I think moving into the summer season, I am, working on shedding layers that I've worked through, and that really is encompassing the physical, mental, also energetically. Like during the winter months, I'm eating more, I'm hibernating in my home more, but in the summer, I eat lighter. I want to eat mostly raw veggies and fruits, and my spirit craves the lightness that comes with the summer solstice. So, and even working through things during the darker months, shadow work, and then using what I've learned during that time period and now executing that into the physical world. That's how I kind of celebrate the summer solstice, and in I guess a way, that's my ritual. So yeah.
I absolutely love your ritual. I love how you celebrate summer solstice. I do agree with you, though, that shedding your old self and completing that shadow work during the cold, dark months is great because you become a new person during the lighter months during the summer solstice. It's an awakening, right? Everything is in full bloom. So everything within your spirit just blossoms.
Hmm.
And I think that's great. I love it. I love the way you celebrate.
Yeah, thanks. But I must ask, what is your party trick for summer solstice celebrations? What do you do?
Well, that's a good question. So my party trick is a little expensive, I guess. But
Hmm.
depending on the time of day that I have a party, I enjoy taking people sailing. So I like to get people up and moving, not sitting around too long because that could be a little boring. And Second Life is full of different types of experiences.
Right.
And one of the places that I enjoy having experiences is on the Blake Sea. So I pull my yacht out and I just love to load people up and we just sail around. And we sail into the sunset and have these different experiences and visit different places. That's my party trick.
Yeah, right. No, that is great. And I'm sure your guests would always love that.
You
Right.
know,
Especially this drink that you created a recipe for, this lavender lemon mojito, you said?
yes, it's a lavender lime mojito
Okay,
cocktail.
lime mojito cocktail. That honestly looks so
Yes.
delicious and refreshing. Oh.
Thank you. So let me tell you how we make it. So, what you do is you get your nice tall glass, you mull the lime wedges at the bottom of the glass, you pour in 2 shots of rum of your choice. A flavored rum is nice, but I just like to go with a regular one
Hmm.
with no flavor. And then I add a half cup of club soda, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and I top it with ice. And then I place my sprigs of lavender for decor. Also, if you're feeling a little funky and you want to like spruce it up a bit, I suggest adding a couple of sprigs of mint as well. Or you could take the mint and you can mull it with the lime wedges at the bottom of the glass.
Ooh, okay. That sounds so delicious, and I might steal some right now. Also, in addition to the drinks that we have for our guests, I was able to pick up this delicious key lime tart from our local bakery. I just love key lime tart because it has the perfect balance of sweetness and acidity, from the lime, and it's just such a great dessert to have during the summer because it's lightweight, it's fluffy, and it's refreshing in its own way. So, this is what we'll be sharing. And also, even though we are cooking a lot of this stuff from scratch, it's very important to note that you also deserve to rest. So, you don't have to cook everything from beginning to end. If you just want to pick up dessert, then just pick up dessert.
Exactly. Nothing wrong with that. Also, there are great bakeries around the grid, great creators that make baked, delicious, amazing goods. So definitely
Mhm.
stop by your local bakery and pick up something that you feel that you and your guests would enjoy.
Exactly. Okay, so now we're gonna take all this delicious food out to the patio and have a delicious summer solstice dinner. I'm so excited.
Me too. I can't wait.